Riverdale reveals all the details into Jason Blossom's horrifying death, plus the man who pulled the trigger. But not before they dropped a major bomb about Betty and Polly's real identities. In last night's shocking episode of Riverdale, the gang finally found out who was behind Jason Blossom's terrible murder. None other than Clifford Blossom, aka Jason's own father. But if that wasn't horrible enough, Jughead's dad, FP, almost took the blame for dear old Cliff after Clifford threatened him. And in order to protect his little Juggy, FP confessed to killing Jason with an elaborate, made-up story. While there are many parents actually involved in the events leading up to and following Jason's death, it was only Clifford who would have been charged with first-degree murder had he not taken his own life after being outed by his daughter, Cheryl. So now the Blossoms have lost two of their own, but no worries because they also just gained a few members of their creepy clan too. It was Betty's father who dropped another major bombshell last night when he told Betty and her mother that their last name, Cooper, was entirely made up after their real family, the Blossoms, disowned Betty's grandfather. So that means that Betty and Polly are really Blossoms, meaning Polly was hooking up with her third cousin, with whom she now shares an unborn child with. Talk about family drama. The Riverdale cast caught up with E! News to chat about the shocking killer reveal, and unsurprisingly, they weren't very surprised.
Because it has to be at least one of the characters. When it does happen, you're like, ah, I see now.
Cole, aka Jughead, then revealed, quote, "Was I too surprised? Maybe not. But for Camila Mendez, our girl Veronica Lodge, the reveal came as a little more of a shock.
I had definitely considered that person before. So it was like, I knew it, but God, really?
But the shenanigans are far from over because next week the season finale will dive deeper into why Clifford decided to take Jason's life, which we got a little taste of when it was revealed that the maple syrup business is actually a drug front. So perhaps Jason wanted out, or maybe he threatened his own dad with revealing the truth. Either way, it's going to be hard to get answers considering Clifford is now dead. But let's not forget that FP is still heavily tied to the Blossoms, as are Veronica and Hiram Lodge, and Betty's parents, the Coopers. So just when you thought we got the answers we have been craving, about 100 can of worms opened at about the same time. And let's not forget that poor Cheryl has to handle all of this. I mean, come on, girl, can't catch a break. Madeleine Petch, aka Cheryl Blossom, told E! quote, "The first thing I went into was like overdrive. Like, how does Cheryl handle all this information?" And then reading the rest of 13 and realizing not really well, and it drives her more off the cliff, I'm actually really happy about that because the more crazy, the better for me. I like playing the crazy girl. All right, so I gotta agree with her on that one. Cheryl is way more fun when she's losing her mind. But what do you guys think? Were you surprised by the reveal? And what do you think is next for our favorite gang? Sound off in the comments below. And then you're gonna wanna click right over here to get more juicy deets from the Riverdale cast themselves. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm your host, Sinead DeFries, and I'll see you guys next time.